9 a.m. in the morning, ice in my leg, not a soul in the grounds. Just me, some good weather, finally, and a food van sitting in a corner that I've just had a coffee and a bacon bat from. No time to rest. A little wander down the lanes and down into the local village. That was me. Just in case you're wondering, it was me. Day off today, folks. I'm walking down into Polzeath. I've had my leg on ice all morning, and it's pain's there, sore, but it's better, which is the same every day. When I wake up, if I do 6-8 miles, then it kicks in, and it's nasty, and that's getting closer and closer every day. Like I was saying in my video yesterday, it starts at about 12 to 15 miles, then it's about 10 miles, and yesterday it was about 6 miles ish that it starts hurting. So this morning it feels pretty good, but I don't know what that means, so I'll keep it on ice later. I'm going to go into town. Have a look at this. I'm just about to walk past these two big telecommunication masts. David Icke would love a bit of that, bit of 5G up there. I mean, fair play, right? Where I am, I've got incredible signal. So I uploaded my YouTube video yesterday, like 10 minutes. It usually takes about 3 hours. So signal is pretty good. That is why. So you can't moan too much, really. You either want it or you don't want it. And I think we all kind of like it. We just don't like what potentially is bad about it, you know. There we go. I don't know if you can see that so well. The front-facing cameras on these phones are terrible. The back camera is not really that good. I thought it'd be better, but maybe in this light you can see quite well. But that's Polzeath, the community of Polzeath. There's a little campsite, a different one down here. Just walking along the back of another campsite, and this will come out on the beach. Little side trail. Yeah, let's see what's happening down there today. Just found a quid on the floor. It's not a bad start to the day. Worst places to be, like with a shin split. So I'm just on my way back. Been shopping, been down Polzeath Beach, and sitting on the beach in Polzeath, there's an inshore wind coming off the sea, and the pollen was so bad, like I was being pepper sprayed by pollen. My eyes are itching like crazy. My nose is like a fountain, sniffing and sniffing. So, how? Where's this coming from? Which I'm assuming it can only be from Southern Ireland, that there's pollen coming across from Southern Ireland and coming into Cornwall. Where else would that come from? And then I've come back inland, back into the grasslands and the bushes, and it's gone. That's nuts. That's crazy. Like here, I'm not suffering at all. You go down to the beach, and the wind, the air coming off the sea is the worst pollen imaginable. Anyway, which I'm kind of thankful that I haven't been suffering too much this year, because I do get hay fever in the month of June, and walking through land like this doesn't seem to be a problem, which is actually quite nice for a change. What I will say about Polzeath, it's lovely, but it's pricey. It's you go to the shop, they've only got one shop down there, the Spa. It's not cheap. Right, I wanted to get some bread rolls, or like a loaf of multi-seeded bread's £5. £5, like that's just crazy. So let's have a look what I've got here. You end up coming away with loads of gear that you don't really want, but is dirt cheap. Like these, if you ever get these, meatballs for £1, 50p each, discounted. You end up eating, living off junk like that, because I go in there with the idea that I'm only going to spend a tenner. No, I'm not spending more than £10 on food. Like, it's £10 a day out of a supermarket to eat is enough. But yesterday I just picked up whatever and went to the checkout, little basket full of whatever bits and pieces, and it was £22. It's like, you can't be doing that every day. Smash the budget to pieces. Alright folks, this is how I do my washing. Liquid soap, any liquid soap you can get your hands on. I will use shampoo. I actually bought that for £1.50 from that spa because it was the cheapest thing on the shelf. I mean, you don't need to carry detergent. Any liquid soap will do. Just don't use powdered stuff because you'll struggle to rinse out your stuff. I always use a plastic bag. Any durable plastic bag. I use these Ziplocs because they're so useful for everything. I store stuff in them. I put all my toiletries in them. I put coffee in them. I use them for everything. If you've got wet gear, you can Ziploc wet gear up in them and just put it in your bag. And they're good for separating all your stuff or putting food in or whatever you want to do with them. But it is very useful to have a packet of Ziploc bags. So I use them for washing, but you can use a carrier bag or whatever. When you do this, just make sure that you rinse your stuff really well, because otherwise it makes you itchy and gives you a bit of a rash. Take it outside, hang it on your tent, job done. Dinner time on my OEX Hero burner, and I'm having Savers baked beans, Swedish meatballs and a bread roll. This whole meal's cost me around about £2.50. When you're camping on a budget, what more can you need? This is absolutely a budget version of one of those survival packet meals that you can get that cost about £7 or £8. Now, for being filling and for matching the amount of calories you're going to get, it's almost going to be like for like. Pretty tasty, and for £2.50, how are you going to go wrong? Look at my old mate coming to have a look. Little fish and chip thief. Saw what was going on. Saw my delicious scran. We smell it. Coming to investigate. Coming to dive bomb me sandwich. Me sloppy joes. Sort of. That is another day. That is dinner for about £2.50 from that expensive spa. I think my beans were 84p. My meatballs were £1. And a packet of bread rolls, 4 of them, are £2.50. Yes, £2.50. Yeah, here he comes, look. Cheeky little devil. Summing it up. Is it worth it? Is it worth a punt? One other person who's pitched up in the field. It's me, him, and the seagull. And that's it. I'm going to eat this, watch some Netflix, and go to bed. Hopefully it doesn't rain tonight. So, good night. Until tomorrow. Little bastard. Fucker. Little bastard had the last laugh. Pulled my food bag out from underneath my tent. Stole my bread. It's just come back for the leftovers.